How's everybody doing today? Today we got a little something. It's not a pocket knife for sure. It's just a little bit of folding hunting action we got today. Today we're going to talk about this old timer. This is the Schrade old timer 6 OT Golden Bear folding knife. This is probably the long lost cousin of the Buck 110. This knife was purchased for me probably the Christmas of 1997 when my oldest son was probably just born. My father got this for me. We used to hunt whitetail together. He bought this for me as a Christmas gift that year. I really never carried a big, strong, beefy fixed blade, so he got this for me, and I used it just like a fixed blade. It come with a sheath, a very nice sheath here. We got the leather sheath that it came with. If you look, it does have some wear and tear marks on her. She's been used thoroughly when I used to hunt whitetail, so got some blood in there. It's just stained her all up, but this knife, this actual sheath has never been treated before. But I just kind of want to talk about this knife. You know, I took some time today. I actually sharpened this knife probably a year ago when I first got my precision adjust, and I just went through and kind of took the strops to it. Just wanted to get her, you know, razor sharp. Oh. You can see she is fairly sharp. But yeah, just wanted to spend some time with this one today. Like I said before, it's like the long lost cousin of the Buck 110. But I got some knives I want to kind of compare this to. If we look at the overall length of this thing, we look and we see that this thing is what, 8 3/4 open, full length on this. Closed, I believe she's probably right at what, 5 inches. Yep, 5 inches closed, with a full cutting length of, let's take her right to the cutting length here, probably 3 1/8 inches long cutting length. Yeah, let's compare this to the old Buck 102. If we look at it, let's kind of put these side by side here. The Buck 102 full length on that's going to be 7 7/8 probably, where your cutting length is going to be right at 3, what is that, probably 3 5/8. So if we look at the kind of the comparison, you know, we'll put her cutting edge to cutting edge. If we look, the Buck 102 is a little bit longer, probably 1/2 inch longer, but wouldn't have any problem taking either one of these into the woods with me. The only thing is the Buck definitely comes with a pretty dandy sheath. You know, I did a video on this sheath, treating it and everything with Oben-Offs. I believe I put 2 coats of Oben-Offs on this, but that Buck 102 is a good knife. You know, kind of look how she fits down in there and snaps. But you know, the old timer Golden Bear, she ain't no slouch either. You know, definitely two good American made knives right here. You know, back when hunters really didn't have to have the best of the best, they just used what they had, especially in West Virginia. You used what you had and you took off into the woods and you got meat for your family for the winter. So yeah, look at another knife to compare this to. We got the Marbles Expert here. It's a little bit longer. It's a full, what, 9 inches total. What have we got for cutting length here? For total cutting length, we got 4 1/4 inches cutting length there. So quite a big difference in these two. Again, wouldn't have a problem taking either one of these into the woods, except the sheath on this old Marbles has seen better days. Matter of fact, I don't think it's a sheath that it was supposed to come with it, but I've tried to date this old Marbles knife and I can't get anyone to give me an exact date on it, but people say probably right around World War II, pre-World War II probably, but I did a video also of cleaning this knife up, but yeah, then we'll look at another folding hunting option here. It's just the Grizzly Ridge, the Benchmade Grizzly Ridge. Total length on that thing is going to be 7 7/8 total length, and your cutting edge is going to be 3 1/4 inches. So let's take that buck back out of there. Let's kind of get all these lined up and look at them. You know, which one do you want to take hunting in the woods with you? I wouldn't have a problem taking any of these. So got a whitetail, clean a whitetail, I'd take either any one of these options. Would be fine with me. Wouldn't matter one bit. All of them I'd make sure they're sharp and ready to roll, and we wouldn't have any problems at all. So the last thing we can do here is just kind of compare the weight of these knives. Let's see here. What do we got here? Let's change the down to ounces. The old timer Golden Bear, 5.9 ounces. A buck 102, well, it's going to be light. It's going to be light. 2.6 ounces. 2.6 compared to 5.95. It's a pretty big difference. We got the Benchmade, 3.8 ounces. Then we got the Marbles Expert, probably gonna be the heaviest. 5.25. So if we look, the old timer Golden Bear, it's the heaviest of all of them. So wow, it's kind of a surprise. Yeah, this is a look at her. She's sharp, she's ready to roll. I would have no problems with taking this knife into the woods at any time whatsoever. But this is just kind of a comparison of some knife hunting options you could have for hunting some whitetail deer. You know, again, elk, something like that, I don't know. Maybe I would take this right here if I was going to go elk hunting. Maybe. Honestly, I probably wouldn't, but I'd probably take a Bark River. But, you know, this knife right here has gutted, clean, field dressed mini deer. Mini whitetail in the hills of West Virginia. So, yeah. Sharp, ready to roll. Got the Durlin handles, brass bolsters. Just your basic hunting knife, nothing special. Got your lanyard hole. It is the Schrade 602 old timer Golden Bear. She is scratched up a bit from hitting some bone and stuff in the many years I've had her, but hey, look, that edge is pretty keen. Got a pretty keen edge on her. Pretty shiny. Yeah, let's a look at her. There she is in all of her glory. Like, subscribe, leave a hate comment. Hell, I don't care.